Look, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booger bugging me. Just see the bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Ryan Tannehill and the visiting Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
This give is to McCoy. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 31 yards there and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Frank Gore there, and that'll bring up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. On first down, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a first down throw, Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Richmond. Black 99 Philly. Black 99 Philly.
Here's Watson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at the 20. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Let's go. Let's go. Get set.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth so far. 4 plays. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt. And it'll be a second and long. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. But they face a second and long to start things out. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A give to McCoy. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. They run it with Lamage. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go. Deep, deep. Play.
Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th.
Let's go, hustle, fellas. Tag.
They'll go with McCoy. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. LeSean McCoy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Houston. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
To the right side, complete to Miller. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down carry now for Miller. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 50, it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles Harris, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Hey. We got three. Three down. 25. Check 25. Hey, green the line. Come back. Green the line. Stop your body.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Tiger. Come back. Come back.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I know old school coaches used to just cringe when their quarterbacks weren't in the pocket throwing the ball. Whenever they were outside of it, you could just see them losing their mind on the sidelines. Nowadays, a lot of them like that. Defenses often get confused when the quarterback escapes. Coverages go haywire. But in this case, he didn't take advantage of it by getting set and making a nice throw.
Yeah, and with that pressure coming, maybe he should have just gotten rid of it. And out come the Dolphins now. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays, eat up chunks of yardage, and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, Drake. And some room to work. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Run. Hey, 20.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Zach Cunningham not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep, Bruce Ellington. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On second down, here's Miller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On first and 10, Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The final shot before the break, Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
He wasn't ready. Richmond. Black 25.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he finds his man Griffin. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first. Possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LeSean McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
Black, no, feel it. Tiger.
Watson on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Watson just beating the play clock, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Lechler now on as he'll punt this away. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now Tannehill, dump off here for Gore. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Drake. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Come back, come back.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right now.
And McCoy loses the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Lamar Miller. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Target. Reset.
Back now here on EA Sports. Again, it's Miller. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Watson now to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The kick by Tavecchio is good, but hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. On 1st down, Watson. Flushed out right. And that's complete. It's Ellington. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Bruce Ellington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Richmond.
They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. first down. Tannehill eluding the pressure right. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Tannehill once more. And this will be incomplete. Parker the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. LeSean McCoy with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Watson, buying time to his left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now Watson, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Stephon Anthony in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And that's complete. It's Ellington. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Come back, come back. Black 99 Philly. Watch your slant, watch your slant. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Steps away to his left. It's hauled in by Ellington. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Good gains there back-to-back for Houston in the passing game and another 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, Sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly.
And this is going to be intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Again, it's McCoy trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Tannehill hands to Drake, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now it's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Watson now to throw. Caught here by Griffin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Miller. And an alley to run. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult on the snapper because his heart rate is way up there, and he's got to calm himself enough to make an accurate snap.
So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. And Tavecchio pulls it to the right. No good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it was a golden chance to go ahead here in the final moments, but he misses for a 2nd time in this game.
Brandon, either one of those go, and they might be on their way to a victory. Instead, they're going to have to hold on here defensively just to force overtime.
Tannehill. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And some room to run now. And here in overtime,
If the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out comes Houston. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Come back.
First throw in OT for Watson. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on third down. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Here's a give to Miller. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first down, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and long, it's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Robert Quinn, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done. Now part 2. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Another carry tonight for McCoy. He's been the workhorse. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
You got him. Hurry. Deep.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He dumps it off to Drake. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Let's go, hustle, fellas.
Tannehill on first down. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Tannehill. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal late.